Hello, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. This is Anvilude, and we will be joining Pushes Through Obstacles in her next bit of adventure. Couple things. Number one, I realized last episode I was having a little bit of trouble with talking. Well, I just realized I'm an enchanter. There are spells that will let me increase my personality. There are also spells that would let me increase my... what's the word? Speechcraft. Both of those would be very handy, and I could put them on enchanted items. So I think that I'm going to be doing that. First off, though, I have this Redoran Founder's Helm to take back, and also I need to head to... I don't need to worry about where it is. I also need to head to Vivec on Caius' mission. Now let's see.
Say what you want or go away.
Mages Guild? Yeah, Algonian Mages Guild, not Soul Strider.
May I help you?
Yeah, you're cool, but not cool enough.
How may I help you?
I also ought to sleep, rest up, get my magicka back. I actually think I'll do that right now. And do I have anything that I want to sell right now? I don't think that I do. I've sold all the potions that I don't need right now, so... And I like to sleep in this bed. There we go.
Do you need something?
She has some interesting spells. Poet's Whim? No, that's Blight Disease. Spelldrinker. That would be handy to have, actually. To be able to put those in things. Resist fires. I don't need resist diseases, I don't think. I'm gonna have to look at that. But first, Aldaroon, 10 gold. Spending all my hard-earned cash. What's my speed at? 72? Do I want to bump that all the way up to 100 early on? I might want to. Because, yeah, that's just how fast you can move. And that way, early on, I can focus on my other stuff after the fact. Strength is very important. Intelligence is nice to have. Willpower is resisting magic, which is interesting. And maximum fatigue also, which is something that'll be handy.
Do you?
Bye.
Ah, hello. Did you want something?
Not right now. I haven't even been to Solstheim yet, so I'm not going to be doing your quest anytime soon. Woohoo! Run, 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 run. I really need to find that other pauldron.
Can we hurry this up?
I don't think there's any spell folks down here. There's an alchemist, and an enchanter, and a clothier. But I don't think there's anybody else, like, super fancy or anything down here. And it's, yep, CNCV, Alchemist, Veiled Henrin, Clothier, Leatherberry Enchanter, Morag Tong, Venom Manor, Ramaran Manor, Serethi Manor, Lethri Manor, and the Redoran Council entrances. I've not gotten this side of the entrances. There we go. That's better. Make sure that I get all of this. Or at least all of this.
Do I know you?
Yes?
Nice to see you, friend.
Hey, Naminda. I'm a little bit. Amulet of stamina. No, not shadows. Stamina.
Can we hurry this up?
There we go. A little bit better. Oh, pardon me. A little bit better fatigue, just so that she'll like me a little bit better. Yay! What if I said no? No, I'm gonna say yes. Shaming House Redoran? Good. Advancement? Hey, I'm a lawman now. Sweet. Any more duties? Drulene Fallen needs help with her guar herds again. Oh, I remember her. Further from the law, usually the bandits are outcast Ashlanders. Go talk to Drulene Fallen again. She might be able to tell you where the bandits are. Yeah, I remember this. I should be able to get to her again, but... yeah, I'm going to Vivec now. Rather than hanging around here. Because I don't want to do too much House Redoran stuff. I'm going to try not to be too sidetracked. Which means getting to what's the word?
Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah, the main quest. That's the word. Main. Main. It is such a difficult word to say. Main. Yeah, getting to the main quest, getting that all figured out. But while I'm here at this Mage's Hall, I might as well actually chat with some of the spellmaker or the spell sellers.
I'm listening. Please, go ahead.
Spells. Bound dagger, gauntlets, and boots. That'd be kind of neat. Some ancestral ghost, bone walker, minion. Invisibility. That's handy. Sleep. Destruction. Drain fatigue. Greater fireball and frostball. Third barrier. Second barrier. Shock ball. Armor eater. Weapon eater. These could also be really kind of cool. You know what? I'm going to buy these. Weapon eater and armor eater because they're cheap and they give me an interesting effect. Weary. Burden 30 to 60 points. Don't need that. Flay Spirit. Drain Magicka. Levitate. Distraction. Drain Intelligence. Drain Endurance. Drain Personality. And Light. Now, I don't want drains. I want absorbs if I want to take personality from someone. Don't need light either. Although it is cheap. As is the Flay Spirit. I'll grab him. I'm not going to end up using them probably for much, but I'll have them. Oh wow, these are only 56? Yeah, sure, I'll buy those. I can't wear boots, however, and I don't use daggers. Okay, I've got his cheap spells. That's cool. But yeah, he has all drains. Drains and damages don't do anything for me. They only remove stuff on enemies. Which they can be useful. Maybe I'll come back and get them for like some sort of an uber spell or uber enchanted item. But I'm looking for either Absorb, which is I think a restoration school skill, or again, restoration would be buff or improve or whatever the heck. He has hide, he has hex. You're doing me a heck. Lucy's open door. Detect key. You know, I got the gold. I'm gonna buy some of these spells and maybe try to use them occasionally. Clumsy touch, agility. See, absorb. Oh no, these are mysticism in this game. That's right. Absorb personality. 5 to 20 points for 30 seconds on touch. I may actually want to grab this. Now that's Caligny, is a blind, black hand, damage, health, and poison, paralysis. Also handy. Might as well grab it. Reflect, Sanctuary, don't need those right now. Telekinesis is useful, and I don't need Night Eye. Okay. So now I do have an absorb personality spell. I'll potentially be able to use that sort of thing. Play spirit, weapon eater, water breathing, strong open, detect creature. Absorb personality. Yep, 5 to 20 points. I'm not sure if that gets people to attack you. I might try it. And, like, save, try it, and then, like, sort of save scum it. Oh yeah, I need to go to, that place and get the Detect Creatures potion. Can't forget that. What is your trade? Oh, he's just a student. I want to learn
Quickly,
trade.
Outlander. I
My
haven't
time
much
is
time.
precious, so make it quick.
Forgot about that. A little advice? Dendera Solaro, the Smith in Aldrun Underscar. Okay. Ergnir's Fighters Guild. Tuveso Beleth. So I might want to check out some of the Redoran Council Hall guys. Okay, cool, thanks. Okay. I'm cool, thanks. And I know the enchanter doesn't have anything, and that's a potions dude.
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend.
And I believe that what's-her-face over there is not a spell seller either. Alright, let's travel to Vivec.
How can I help you?
Not too much. Someone in particular? Yep. Two of them, I think, are in the Foreign Quarter, or one. One is in St. Olms, I believe. And one is... yeah, she's an alchemist. This is... no, I was thinking about Sir on the way. Right. Spell absorption, open door, slow fall, jump, wild sty, hide, eye maze, and demoralize. Nope, don't want or need any of those right now. Thank you, though. And I don't want to talk to him. He's weird.
How can I help you?
Go away, strange bald man. Go away. I love the architecture in these places. She is an enchanter. Why don't the enchanters ever sell soul gems? That's just weird. Frost sword, flame mace, fire blade, flame guard robe. Wow, that's cheap. I'm gonna grab that. 6. Offer. 7? Okay. Goodbye. You don't like me that much, I guess. What spells do you have? Up. Not enough rank for that.
Is there something you need?
And I've apparently already been through here. And grabbed the, stuff. Wait, 0.8? Oh, right. Let's make 3. I'll maybe try to use more actual spell casting for a bit. But let's see. Journal. The sleeper. Yeah, okay. Blades, Siorvar and Elone and Urian. There's the Blades trainers. Should have talked to him earlier. Alright. Adherenir, Khajiit Thieves Guild operative in St. Olms. Julia is at the Black Shalt Corner Club. Alright.
There is much to learn.
Black Shalt Corner Club. The Foreign Quarters... well, all of the Vivec areas, I suppose, are kind of funny because that top area doesn't have access inside to any of the rest of the areas. But all of the rest of the areas have access to each other. Maybe if I make a mod, I should add in like a trapdoor or something. Right, I've already bartered with some... I have been here before. Because I bartered with some folks and got some soul gems out of it. Didn't I? Yes. You're just a potions person, right? Yeah. You do have salt rice, though. And wickweed. Let's buy some wickweed. And let's buy some marshmallow. Yeah? Okay. And do you have any new, oh, you have spells. Interesting. Fortify health. Resist disease. Resist fire, and magicka, and poison, and shock. Nope, just health. That's the only one that I would find useful. And potions. Okay. Goodbye. Downstairs! Wrong way. It is in this lower waste works, and there's the black shulk. You can tell because there is a shulk on the thing.
Do you want something?
Urban Draylor.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, I remember this part. I think. Yeah, I think I know what this is.
The prey approaches.
Hello, Julia. Ah, the Friends bookstore, these troublesome fools. They hate my race. Well, they hate my race too, so... yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right, he's an assassin, isn't he? I'm afraid there might be bloodshed because I'm not the most talkative of people. Why, yes, I actually am a filthy lizard lover. I am, in fact, a filthy lizard myself. I apparently was able to intimidate him. I'm not entirely certain how that worked. I'm more intimidating than I realized I was. I don't know if that intimidation was successful.
Say what you want or go away.
Well, I've intimidated them all successfully. I don't know if that actually...
Summoned by another. Questions again.
will do anything. I think that intimidation...
Sure. You will die.
Okay, that was interesting. First off, do I have Bound Spear? Yes, I do. I do indeed. Okay, hold on. These guys are using a lot of magic on me. How about a little bit of that? And Sinister Gauntlet of Thunder.
To the gods with you.
Zap. You okay? Jerk. Throwing star. Well, that was interesting. Okay. Wait, what? What just... Okay, first thing. Just in case, I'm not entirely certain if this is going to be an issue or not, I'm gonna start looting the corpse now. Okay. Steel Tonto. Nice little thing. 4 pounds. Grab it. Throwing stars. Valuable. Take them. Okay, he's not gonna get angry at me for this then. Steel dagger. Value 20. Don't care. He has a little bit of armor. Don't care. And he has a steel short sword. Steel throwing knife. Cool. Take those. Cloth bracers are very light, but they're also not worth very much. Neither is the netched leather. I like how a lot of the light armor looks in this game, but it's really not valuable or useful compared to some. And bandages. Do you need any help? No? Okay. I think he might be wearing dragon scale. Really cool. Hey, let's go to the bookstore. I believe that Jobosh's rare books.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Meh.
What do you want?
Yes, friend.
Meh. I don't like you. And that's the apothecary. And I believe that this is the bookstore. Yep. Jobosh's rare books. There we go. The Nerevarine cult. Don't know anything about the 6th house cult, but I'll tell you what I know. Never heard of such a thing. House Dagoth was the 6th house. But in the War of the First Council, they betrayed the other great houses and were destroyed for that reason. But I've never heard of anyone worshipping them. Dagoth the ancient head of House Dagoth, is the devil of the tribunal faith. But I've never heard of anyone worshipping him either. But the Nerevarine cult. To understand the Nerevarine cult, must understand the history of the Ashlanders. Nerevar means something very different to the Ashlanders, from what he means to Dunmer of the Great Houses. You should also know about the persecution of the Nerevarine, and the legacy of the false incarnate, for the Nerevarine cult is at the heart of the ancient conflict between the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Great House Dunmer. Here's a summary for Caius, but ask your questions and I'll answer in detail. Well, first off, history of the Ashlanders. In the First Era, the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Dunmer clans were much alike. But after the First Council and the formation of the Great Houses, Ashlanders have been steadily forced into the poorest and most hostile lands. Now the nomadic tribes look to the prophesied return of Nerevar for a restoration of their ancient rights and religious tradition. What about the Great Houses? In modern times, Morrowind is ruled by 5 great houses: House Hlelu, House Redoran, House Telvanni, House Indoril, and House Drez. Great Houses' culture is partially defined by its roots in ancient Dunmer tribal clans, and partly by later imperial influences from other Western cultures. The Great House culture is only one of the native Dunmer cultures of Morrowind. The other native culture, the Ashlander culture, is nomadic barbarian culture, largely untouched by imperial influence. Gee, do you think he likes the word culture? I think he might like the word culture. Oi. Persecution of the Nerevarine. Temple treats the Nerevarine prophecies as heresy, and the Temple imprisons and executes heretics, unless prevented by imperial law. But since the Nerevarine cult is hostile to the Empire does not interfere when Temple persecutes the cult. Ashlanders hate the Temple, and particularly the Ordinators, for their ruthless treatment of Nerevarine cultists. Ordinators actually have what is called Indoril armor, which suggests that Ordinators tend to be of House Indoril, which is interesting. What about the False Incarnate? In the past, some have claimed to be the reincarnated Nerevar. The most recent is known as Peakstar, a figure of legend among the Wastes tribes for the last 30 years. The Temple says these false incarnates disprove the prophecies, since the false incarnates fail and come to nothing. But the mystical Nerevarine cult glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions, citing the appearance of failed incarnates as certain proof of Nerevar's coming rebirth. Interesting. I think that's about it. Thank you very much. And have a good day. This isn't the end of the episode. This is just me talking to Halia. Alright, well, I've gotten that.
What's this then?
What do you want?
You know, because I'm going to be doing stuff and I know that I have plenty of them, I'm going to take... Do I have anything that is a restore stamina on myself? Or if I just bought all of those? Huh. You know, I'm going to try the Bound Gauntlets for a second. I'm just going to try the spell. It's probably not going to work too well. Nope. Hey, cool. Bound Gauntlets are neat. Bound right and left. Oh! Agility and hit. I didn't know that they did that. Fortify agility and fortify hand-to-hand. That's pretty neat. That makes it harder for me to be hit. Dodge and hit targets in melee, as well as your maximum fatigue. That's actually really cool. And then hand-to-hand is at the bottom there, and that's plus... Wow, that's really neat. I didn't realize that that did that. Oh, cool. I'm Reputation 4 now. And that was a Conjuration, which I'm not terrible at, but I'm not great at either. Interesting. And then, do I have any illusions? I don't think that I do. Oh, nope, I have light. And paralysis. Heh. I still find it weird that that takes mana, or magicka, rather. I'm gonna cast a light ball on something. I'm going to cast... Light there! Ouch. Did not work. Cast it there! And now it is very bright inside. Hee. Hello. And now I can take that potion without feeling guilty about it. Ding! That's what? 50 magicka? That's plenty, yeah. Hee. And I want to go outside.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, you can tell that there's not exactly the most subtle of lighting engines going on here. Hit. And this is not the correct door.